Good morning, everyone. Going to be the hottest day of the year so far. Predictions for today are 25 degrees plus, which I know a lot of you will be like, that's basically the winter where we live, but yeah, London heat is a different thing entirely. A couple of things, guys. Apologies to US visitors for me getting the Stars and Stripes confused with the Star Spangled Banner. Of course, the latter is the US national anthem. Kick myself for that, but hey, it's not always easy to think on your feet when you're walking around with a lot of people. There's a lot going on, and it's utter chaos. Second thing, before I get moving, because today is going to be something else, guys, even compared to yesterday. A lot of you have mentioned in the comments that you've been watching for a long time, but you only just realised to subscribe. Folks, subscribing, clicking that subscribe to the channel button is free. It doesn't mean you're paying anything, it's free. The YouTube subscribe button is the same as follow on any other platform. So those of you that are not subscribed to the channel that watch regularly, please just click the subscribe button. It massively helps the channel in many different ways. It's not just about the number of subscribers, it's about the YouTube algorithm pushing out the content. The more people see it, the better, really. If you guys enjoy it, is it not a little bit unfair not to want to share it with other people around the world that haven't yet found the channel? That's the way that I see it. So up we go. Very close to Thames Pier down there. Westminster Pier, Thames, as it used to be, Thames Clipper. It's now Uber boats. But up we go, guys, into, yeah, I mean, I just don't know what to expect, really. The guard change, morning inspection that is, rather, will be ongoing at Horseguards, probably at the moment. No idea how long that will last, or whether the captain or lieutenant will even come out this morning, because it will be absolutely chaotically, impossibly busy. So much so that a few people yesterday messaged me saying, you know what, maybe it's not even worth trying to film tomorrow. But hey, if I gave up that easily, I'd be working, I don't know, Starbucks, wouldn't I? I mean, let's be honest, either you do it properly or you don't do it at all. But yeah, these kind of numbers, bear in mind, guys, it's not even 11 AM yet. And this is what we're dealing with in London. Crazy, isn't it? To be honest. I mean, it's kind of fun crazy, but yeah, it's crazy. I think I resolved the gimbal issues yesterday. Apologies for the abrupt termination of part 1. I hope I have. If I haven't, then I don't know what to do next. It's going to have to be new kit, I guess. But that won't be here until Monday, so we'll see. Let's not worry about something that hasn't happened before it happens. Anyway, so there we are. It's our London eye shot, folks. Here's our happy tourist smiling for a friend mummy shot. As usual. Oops, almost walked into a bollard. Today I'm not going to bother going over to the phone boxes. A couple of reasons for that. I mean, the numbers are just completely mind-blowing already, as you can see. So much so that I'm kind of squashed onto the street. It's not easy to walk among this many people and film fluidly without someone getting a bit upset, people looking at me in an odd way because I'm talking to myself, or the my pole, bashing into somebody. I tend to try and keep that activity until after dark, people, so I'm going to be very, very careful about what I'm doing and the way I manage to weave through the crowds.
So shiny.
Oh, it's so shiny, apparently. One of the tourists behind me just said, I'm not sure what she was talking about, but I agree with her. It is super shiny. I'm pretty sure she was referring to that absolutely massive clock up here. Wait, I'm not sure if I can even go that high. Wait, can we? Yes, we can, look. There we are. Look at that. Magnificent. Shiny, that's a good word, yeah. Is it shiny? I mean, it's not, you know, an architectural Gothic splendour. It's shiny. 1 second, let's reset the camera. Okay, right, I'm going to risk it. Over we go. Go past Westminster Station, then we're going to slowly wind our way along Whitehall to Horseguards. I was briefly tempted to go a different way today, along the river, but part of it is closed. I'm not sure why. A lot of police vans there, so basically no people. I will do that another time. Some of you have mentioned about, hey, I was hoping you'd go via Embankment Gardens. That is on my list of to-dos, people. I will be switching it up a little bit, as you will know, as I often do. In the distance, over there, is Westminster Abbey, folks. The glory that is Westminster Abbey, just in the centre frame. funny actually, looking at some of the footage yesterday when it was uploading and processing, I was kind of watching the video in the background, and so much happens in the video that I don't even get to see myself because it's to one side, or very, very strange looks. Actually, I've noticed that I get a lot of strange looks from tourists going by. A lot of people, it looks as though they want to talk to me or ask me something, but obviously they see that I'm talking and or filming, and they refrain. It's kind of funny because I never notice any of that. I'm completely oblivious to whatever is going on, you know, in the 360 around me. I have to concentrate on not slipping over, what I'm saying, and obviously what I'm trying to keep pretty much firmly in the frame. Because it's actually not easy, guys, to film this fluidly, gimbal or not. Which might well explain why there's not, at this point at least, that I know of, any other channel shooting 1 hour in a single take. I might be mistaken, but most of the long form YouTube content on the big channels is very highly edited and what's the word? Yeah, it's a little bit too polished. I prefer it raw. If something goes wrong on the camera, we capture it, we will include it. I will even risk it if it's against YouTube community guidelines, because if I start editing, then you're going to be wondering, hold on a second, why is he editing it? What's his agenda? What is he trying to set out? Why is he keeping something from us? So it's important to me to let it roll, no matter what. So if someday somebody comes up and, you know, smashes me, so be it. Wouldn't be the first time. So we'll just leave it rolling, folks, and we'll see. Let me check. I mentioned about not going to the phone boxes, but let me check what the time is, because one thing I don't want to do is arrive at horseguards and have a 10-minute wait for the officer to finish the inspection. We're just a minute from 11, so at the moment I think they'll still be out the back. And those gates at the front normally tend to swing open again at about 10 past. But I'd rather arrive at horseguards as they're opening, or have already opened, than arrive and have to wait for them to open with a crowd of nothing. So I'm going to break my little promise not to come over here by coming over here. The crowd is actually quite a long one today, it really is. They've got the right idea, that's how to do it. Down on your knees with Big Ben in the distance. That way you get all of it. Your friend and the entire clock. There we are. That's 11 a.m. which means the morning inspection just began. So let me go to the end and I'll do that walk along here and then turn onto Whitehall, and we'll head to horseguards. Now the good news is that there's no pre-organised, planned, dated demonstration today. I did check the Palestine organisation, which has been posting routes, and there isn't one, folks. They have simply said, people in your local areas, feel free to whatever you want to do. So that's a huge positive. People will get to protest, as is their right, but at the same time they're not disrupting the lives and enjoyment of visitors, guests, tourists during what is going to be a slightly crazy day. That's box number 1 behind me. This is box 2. It's really cute. I know I laugh about it, but it is kind of cute. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a phone box. When I was a kid, there were thousands of them. Everywhere you went in England, you would see red phone boxes. Every village had one. There were hundreds in central London. So it's kind of cute in a way that there's still such affection. I mean, it is an iconic design, we all know that. But they don't function anymore. Most of them have been turned into Wi-Fi hotspots or advertising boards for working girls and similar. And it's funny because at the moment you can see the people are waiting in the queue patiently, but these two girls are too busy checking to see the quality of their images before they get out of the way. Here we go. It's a pretty long queue today, folks. Okay. That's it. Make sure you glance upward toward the top of the Elizabeth Tower, the sweaty jogger. Who's going to run into the camera then? Okay, are they done? Finally. Right, who's next? Hello, this is Putin calling from Russia. Nope, she hung up on him. I can't believe she hung up on him. That's it, summer bro. Oh, here we go. So don't forget to look up. Yep, foot against the phone box. Just smear that dog's poo you picked up earlier all over the sides of it. Bingo. That, folks, is a lesson in how to get the ideal tourist pictures in London. Then you hand your phone to a complete stranger that you've never seen before. Hope, faithfully, that he or she is not a phone thief. And then try and put your Finnish girlfriend on the phone. But the cord is not long enough, so it doesn't work. Okay, meanwhile, as if that wasn't fun enough, we've got even more fun. We've got a lady who decided to get completely dressed up in her finest gear, including, look at this, including a fur. I mean, that's an interesting choice of outfit on 25-degree day. Plus, if the photographer isn't really fast, he's going to get a taxi or a vehicle of some kind in the back of every single shot. The lengths to which people will go, eh? Look, the bag, the glasses. She's got about £5 worth of kit minimum there. And her own, I think, faithful photographer. Maybe it's her husband. She's got an LV bag. Nope, do it again. Extraordinary, isn't the effort? I mean, yes, I do mock, I do laugh at it, but at the same time, I admire people's persistence and dedication to making sure that whatever it is they do capture is as perfect as it can be in terms of their presentation. I'm actually not like that, weird as it might sound. I'm kind of, I mean, I don't have any personal social media. It doesn't interest me. I've never really understood the point of, as I see it, oversharing. You know, I feel that life is more to be lived and experienced than to be almost reenacted in some ways, you know, with the certain outfits and everything else. Here we go again. Next one. Bro in the green is just like, girls, get out of the way, it's my turn. He looks super impatient, Mr. Lime on the right. I'm not sure if he actually works for Lime Bikes. Maybe he's the original founder of Lime Bikes. Some tourists here do get super impatient with other people. I mean, at the end of the day, either wait and let them finish, or get lost and do it somewhere else. It's not complicated, is it, really? Let's be frank here. Everyone's in a rush at the end of the day, but, you know, these girls could have spent a good 15 hours plus on the plane from China. For them to have 10 minutes in the box, hard to resent, I would say. Right, let's see, they're just they're like, okay, how much longer do we need to wait? Like, hand on hip, that indicates, as any good psychologist will tell you, frustration, impatience, mild irritation, etc. Blah 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 blah. The bro in the glasses on the left is going to come and talk to me. I can feel it. But hey, I'm ready. So let's see. I think they think that I'm the one that's filming the Chinese girls. I'm their cameraman filming a scene, but I'm actually not. Everyone's wondering, who's this bro with the camera? And when can we have our turn? You can have your turn when the girls are finished, guys. I'm actually going to stay here now for a minute until the girls are finished. But it's not really fair to put this much pressure on them to move on. Plus, you know, President Xi is a very busy man. The fact that he's made time to speak to them means they're important. Oh, and they said thanks after all. See, it worked out well. And for once, I actually got it right. They're speaking Mandarin Chinese, so I feel better already. Okay, let's go towards, as an East Londoner would say, horseguards. Yeah, let's go to horseguards. Skip out the H. Actually, wait, why am I going this way? That's the quiet way. We want to be in the throng, don't we? Yes, we do. Look, throng. Whee! How long is it going to be, guys, until we get a thumbs up, a wave, a smile? What are we thinking? In fact, I don't think anyone's going to be nice to me today. They're all going to ignore me, pretend I'm in fact, they might well think I'm a ghost because I'm the same colour as a ghost. In other words, completely white. I SPF 50'd myself like a well-lubed whatever. But yeah, I'm shiny and sticky today, everyone. In fact, very shiny and sticky, which is a good thing because I have a dinner tonight and I don't need to pass out exhausted like I did briefly yesterday when I get home. Okay, so we're approaching the cenotaph just over on the right. Some chap in a very bright orange t-shirt doing, I hope he's not doing what I think he might be doing, because we're going to have a word. Just past this, down the street, and then of course our beloved horseguards and all that lies beyond. Now notice that it's a lot calmer here today so far. It might feel like sort of lunchtime with the weather, the warm air, etc. The number of people, but it's still the morning. And I guarantee that even if we haven't got an organised protest, it's a rare Saturday that goes by without a single mishap here on Whitehall. There's always something. Helicopter, told you. So no one's giving us a thumbs up. No happy smiley tourists. No like, hey, subscribe and like our lovely visitor from Australia. Well, I say from Australia. Lives in Australia but originally from New Zealand. Hold on, this kid's got like, how would you wear a dinosaur hat on your head when it's 25 degrees? Look, dinosaur hats. I've never seen that before. How to compel yourself to perspire excessively. Buy a dinosaur hat and put it on. I actually have no idea why there are such crowds here, because there's nothing happening. Downing Street's closed. Rishi Sunak, and yes, I did pronounce it correctly, is not even in London. Our beloved, but soon to be gone, hopefully, Prime Minister will likely be down in the countryside at Chequers, which is the weekend home of the PM, complete with, driver, chef, housekeeper, maids, servants, etc., etc. All paid for by us, ladies and gents. Yes, your beloved tax-paying public. Right, next up, look at this, no tourists, like almost empty, paradise. Oops. Somebody just decided to leave a beer glass on the street after last night's fun. I mean, to be honest, if I actually drank beer, I'd probably do the same. Now, we're secretly hoping, of course, that magnificent Tabor will be out again. Considering how well he was behaved yesterday when he reappeared. Wait, actually, let me address that. Okay, we seem to have a massive difference of opinion. Most of you, or the majority of you, I would say, from the comments I read, seem to think that we had Tabor coming back out again. But then some of the more eagle-eyed among you said, hold on a second, that wasn't Tabor that came back out again, because the main was a different side, or this or that. So it's like, guys, if I'm here on the ground and I can't even figure it out, being able to watch my own footage, then how the hell do you expect me to give you unequivocal answers if all of you guys can't even figure it out when you can forward and rewind through the footage to see if it's the same horse? So what I'm trying to say is that it seems that we still have the same level of uncertainty we had yesterday vis-a-vis which horse it actually was. I mean, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Instinctively, I do think they brought Tabor back out again, but I wouldn't bet my life on it. Perfect driving day actually along Whitehall today. Right, the gates are still closed. The good news is that we'll be able to get a spot in front of the horse before the absolute madness begins. Once those gates are hauled open, and hundreds of people are going to come flooding through. Now, I don't think, one second. Can't see. I was going to say I don't think it's Tabor, but I can't actually see. All good? You got on too early. Right, they've just about opened the gates, people. Which equals me moving in a moment. To a spot right in front of the horse for the madness. Thank you. Well, I mean, they're about to change over, aren't they? I think.
What, you want a red one come up on this?
No. I mean, they've just finished the morning inspection. Did you have an officer come out, or no officer came out? No?
They're coming on now. Oh, before the main captain.
Did he?
Hasn't been yet.
Okay, so it's not going to happen then. I think maybe there are too many people, so there's not a full inspection. It weighs nothing. So, yeah, it weighs nothing. I always wonder, like, why. Not only that I can rest it, but that you have to carry it on for hours in your hand. It weighs nothing.
Sorry.
Oh, she's asking the guard. I might be too old for you, but can I have your phone number?
Somebody come from behind.
Yeah. Yesterday's video, it was counted afterwards. There were 8 massive shouts in 1 hour. Yep, yesterday. It was a crazy day. Okay, folks. So they've opened up the gates. Here come happy tourists. Which horse is it? No clue. I will ID this horse for us in a few minutes. I like this spot, folks, because we're relatively in front, but at the same time we can also peek at what's happening with the gate as everyone marches through. So we get the best of both worlds here. The horse is Viper, everybody. This is Viper, 100% confirmed. I'll make sure to drop the horse names in at least once today, but I'm not going to repeat them, so if I forget, I'll leave it to you guys to pop in the comments. 100% this is Viper. Now, I don't really remember what his personality's like, so we're going to have to wait and see, aren't we, pretty much? But as the front, actually, at the moment, it's not as busy as I was expecting, in a good way. I'm going to pop in the yard and see what's happening there, but I'll come back to the front shortly, guys. Now, the reason I wanted to come into the yard is to see which gatesman we've got today, because that is going to massively determine whether we spend quite a bit of time in the yard or at the front. Oh. Okay, so the gatesman that was incredibly vocal yesterday, multiple times, is back, everybody. Mr. I don't take no from tourists is back in the archway. Now, whether or not today ends up being the same as yesterday, we can't possibly know. So let's wait and find out. Oh, good. Yeah. It's definitely going to be an interesting day, isn't it, one way or another. It's good to see that he's back. This guy was very, very loud yesterday with the idiots. Oh. Dad just like, stand there, do not move and smile. He said, otherwise you're not going to get any lunch. Oh. Hey, alright?
You're here 20 minutes before the inspection.
I just arrived 5 minutes ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I thought there were just too many people for the front for the inspection, so...
They've done the change 20 minutes before the inspection, and then about 3 minutes until everyone was ready to go. The horse was ready to go in, 3-minute wait.
Yeah.
The police couldn't get everyone busy.
That bad? I wouldn't ask, what did you do with your wrist?
My wrist story, so I've got supported.
I was going to say it would look very suspicious if I had like some kind of bandage on my right.
Why address John?
I don't know. I mean, it depends which John you're looking for. Sir John, Lord John, or...
Yeah, the performer. The one that's amused me for the past 4 weeks.
Oh, good. Wait, have
yeah.
I actually amused you while you've been on holiday?
Yeah, no. I'll have 2 of the secrets for long and happy marriage, long periods of separation being one. So if you send it to the Cape de Zero, it's no hardship, let me tell you.
Goodness gracious. Wait, so hold on. So you get to escape for half the year from the wife,
Yeah.
but she's still happy to be married to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Damn it, I've been doing something wrong all these
You
years.
have. I was so amused by your self-deprecating sense of humour. Continue to do it. Bloody marvellous.
It works for you, yeah?
You notice. Blue, red, blue.
Ah, okay, understood. Pleasure to meet you. You look familiar though, in fact. Are you,
I'm a coast trainer.
any of the clubs on Pall Mall? You look very familiar.
No, I am. Yes, Calvin Girls Club.
Ah, What's it like inside? That's one I haven't seen yet.
Pretty swell.
Is it really swift?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Reform takes some beating though. The reform,
Okay.
that's probably...
So if I ever need a proposer for reform, I know where to find one.
Yes. No, I've got 2 people that are members.
Yeah?
Actually, yeah, I've got enough, yeah. And the reformers, architecture, so grand.
What about food-wise? I'm at
Oh,
the
very
ONC.
good.
I
Very
go to the
good.
ONC a lot. I'm thinking
Where?
about Oxford and Cambridge. I'm thinking about the
Oh, yeah,
RSC
have
next
you?
door.
Are you an Oxford man then? Yeah, no, but don't get it.
It has so normally a swimming pool.
Well, there they have. We put it in our swim. We put the swimmers in our bear skins.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then we used to put the swimmers in the bear skins. I go there because once you've done one job, you've done a lot.
Which of the two, though, Guards Club or Reform, has the better food? Which would you say?
Not much in it.
Really?
Not much in it. Cavalry and Girls Club with a live subscription because I'm ancient is £675 per annum.
Is that all?
I just my pals just become a member, and his fee is 2,700.
Yeah, they're normally between sort of
Yeah.
3 and 5. Yeah, it's a lot of cash, isn't it?
Anyway, keep going. You're
I
doing
will.
a bloody
Well,
marvellous
thank you
job.
very much, though, and it's a pleasure to meet you. Always a pleasure to meet an old guard. I tell you.
Bloody funny.
Not everyone
What was
gets my
what was your
self.
day- What was your day job before you did this?
Finance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was a very successful trader, and then this
Sounds
just
like
happened by accident, and then boom. But it's fun. I mean, come on, being out in the sunshine, meeting a lot of fun
Exactly,
people.
A lot of interesting people.
Some extraordinary characters, especially some of them very interesting people from around the world that stop and talk to me. You know, and I always value their time when they do that because they're on a holiday.
Your followers are growing like topsy, aren't they?
Well, I mean, if you find it funny, an educated
I
fellow
find
like
it
you with a
bloody
lot
hilarious.
of experience in the military, then it works for me. Say hello to everybody.
Bye.
Cheerio. Lovely fun. I would have guessed, in fact, immediately. No, I didn't notice immediately the band on his hat, but from his trousers, I would have guessed old guard. He was a Coldstream, as he mentioned, a former Coldstream guard. So I bet that fellow has some remarkable stories from 40, 50 years ago. And as he said, the secret to a successful marriage is time apart. Oh, if only I'd thought of that when I was married. But hey, I got the time apart bit in the end. The only problem being it's permanent. But hey, it is what it is. Right, guys, always lovely to meet a viewer, and I now feel like a fool actually. I should have asked him for contact details. If you watch this video and see yourself in it, it was a pleasure to meet you, sir. Thank you for stopping and talking to me. You put a smile on my face already. Okay, so we've got Viper behind us. Let's see who we've got in front. 1 second. Which one would this be, I wonder? A lot of people speaking Yazidi today. A lot of people. Let's have a little look. 1 second, guys. I mean, easier said than done to actually get in and get a picture of the hoof. I think I've kind of got an idea of which one it is. Can I ask you a question? You're really tall. Can you speak English?
Yeah.
Yeah? Sorry, I didn't want to presume. Can you see which number is on the right hoof of the horse? See there's a number like on the hoof. Yeah? I knew you'd have good eyesight. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Okay, there we go, folks. That's my new method of getting horsey numbers. I don't need to bother zooming in or messing about with other cameras. I just need to ask very, very tall tourists which number is on the horse's hoof. Right, good news. The guard at this end, horsey ID coming soon, the guard at this end, everybody, is the guard that we often see in the boxes, but we also see has a chitsman and as a gatesman. And this is the guard, as I've mentioned a few times when he's on duty, that is the star of the 1 million views video where his mum came along and put a little note on his boots in the tunnel. Here he is. Yep. Back on duty in the box. Which horse? Let's have a little look and I'll tell you which horse we've got. So Viper at the other end, and this end we have got a new one, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, how's about this? That might explain why the horse didn't look at me, because he doesn't know my voice, because he's new. And I say new, I mean new to us. I'm 99% certain I've never seen this horse. And remarkably, everybody, Horseguards, as you know, is on a street, a magnificent street in central London called Whitehall. Okay. Now that's something of a coincidence, because this horse is named Whitehall. Okay, so welcome Whitehall, guys. First time we've ever seen this horse on this channel. To be honest, I didn't even remember there being a horse called Whitehall on the channel, so I'm genuinely surprised. Oh, let's hope she doesn't stick her selfie stick in Whitehall's nostrils. No idea what kind of temperament this horse has got. Looks like a softie to me, but let's wait and see. Yeah, this one definitely does not recognise my voice. You know how they turn often to me and just kind of look at the camera like, what are you doing here again? This one's just like, who are you? Couldn't care less. Oh.
Just don't touch the reins.
That was Mum that said just don't touch the reins. I'm just sent her over.
Les gens ils pourraient attendre pour
Oops. Just about to go over, this guy pushed him. Every time. I'm thinking. Nowhere known for sure, but I'm thinking former guard on the left. Good to see a little bit of a chit chat, and more importantly, the guard smiling and being happy. Oh, interesting, guys. The guy is talking to the trooper. He was a state trumpeter. It's great, isn't it, how they kind of recognise each other and are able to chat, even though they might have never met. Love it. Love it. It's a shame he didn't come this way, actually. I don't want to disturb his day with his daughter, but it would have been lovely to speak to him, get a bit of a recollection about his time. Damn. He was going to stop. I was going to ask him, but he's gone through. I'm not going to run after him. It's not fair. Would have been nice to have a quick chat and just ask if he was a blues or if he was a lifeguard. There's not really a queue, guys. It's just kind of everyone pushes in when they feel like it. It's really, really disorderly here, I tell you.
You'll get out of the way.
Us Aussies are always allowed to go first as well. Now you're going to tell me you're a Kiwi, aren't you?
No.
Okay, who's up next? That's it. Fingers up. White horse seems really, really chill, actually. Again, I kind of wonder, all of these months we never saw this horse. Where's he been hiding? Very curious, isn't it? Very curious. Anyway, so we know we've got Whitehall and Viper. We've seen which gatesman we've got. We're going to try and keep an eye on him when he moves, when he leaves his post. However, I think 4 or 5 minutes until he's due to do his rounds. The chitsman I've just noticed on the other side is actually the same chitsman that we had yesterday this time as well. So they're rotating the same 2 foot guards at the same time as yesterday, which means that likely on the next hour they will swap them to the same 2 troopers that also took over from the current 2 yesterday. I mean, I like that because it gives us predictability. Look at this, he's looking at him lovingly. How the hell is he not smiling? His poker face is amazing. I mean, to be honest, if I had 2 smiling faces either side of me looking at me lovingly, I'd find it hard to keep a straight face. So that trooper is clearly a professional.
Alright, so just the other side of the gates.
They seem pretty relaxed today, actually, and that I definitely think is a good thing, without a doubt. Why? Because if they're relaxed, it means they're not expecting there to be any trouble or a protest. They normally have 2 pairs here if they were expecting a protest, so that's definitely a positive sign straight away. I'm liking this actually. There's a good number of people here, but it's not absolutely massively packed jam like yesterday. This is why this place is so odd and unpredictable. 1 minute, like yesterday, you can't move. You absolutely are stuffed in. Today you're expecting it'll be even worse than yesterday. And okay, it could be a little bit later, but it's surprisingly relaxed in a great way. You're already done.
Yeah, I'm going.
I think the best part of the day is still to come.
Yeah, I'm going back.
I thought you meant like you're going, you're done, I'm out of
If
here.
nothing happening, I'm going to come at 12.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thirsty and
Yeah, I know, it's a bit sticky today, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like a little bit. Okay, so one of my friends has decided that he's going to quit. Temporarily, he'll be back. I mean, I'm just hoping that at least a few tourists decide to... There we are. That bell is likely going to equal the gatesman. Keep an eye out on the left to see if I'll move if he appears. It's not guaranteed, but he should, in theory, leave his post now. White horse seems a super chill horse. Look, doesn't seem to go care less about the tourists.
S'il vous plaît. Baby bouge. C'est bon. C'est good. Allez, sors de là. Non, moi je viens aussi.
Wait, there's a voice behind her in the green hat. It's got a sheep. I think it looks like a sheep. It's not a real sheep, guys. Don't call the RSPCA.
Moi je veux.
Good, you didn't mistake her for a vegetable lunch in that green dress. Okay, so the gatesman's decided it's too hot to move. So he's just gone behind the guard shop for a drink, and I can't say I blame him. Okay, sheep meets horse. Sheep toy frog hat. Interesting combo. Maybe she's half French. Yes, folks, I really did just say that. Oopsie. Oh my god. I'm not sure about what. Horse truly couldn't care less, this one. Absolutely chill. Cool as a cucumber. Now, I'm genuinely wondering why our lovely gatesman hasn't decided to leave his post. Very curious. Maybe he's decided he can't be bothered with all these people. Look at this fucking massive Nikon. Actually, wait, that isn't. That's a Black Magic. I think that giant camera she's got there. Super heavy camera. I'm genuinely surprised because yesterday this gatesman was absolutely on it every single time we heard the chime. Curious. Let me ask 1 second. He didn't move. Has he been moving today, or they just not at all?
No, that didn't move.
Interesting. I wonder if they've been told not to, or whether they just can't be bothered because it's too hot.
The other two did.
Because I mean, he's got a great voice, so I'm really hoping that if he moves, people will be stupid enough to get in his way, and suffer the consequences. Guess we'll see. Much quieter than I was expecting for Saturday, though. It's glorious. This is like the dream, eh? Okay, so the army photographer hasn't seen the move either. He's also thinking, like, hold on, am I going to get any good shots today?
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
Cheers.
Can you smile? The ones that
Wow, lovely map. Thank you, sir, from, I think, US tourist. The reason I'm a bit disappointed that the Blues are not moving is not so much even about whether they do the rounds or not, because that varies through the day, but it's more about the fact that when they do their rounds, there is much more chance of them either standing at the front for a period of time or standing at either the end of the tunnel or in the tunnel for a period of time. That obviously is something that we all enjoy watching. It happened at the end of last week, didn't it? With one trooper. That's something I've never got an unequivocal answer on. I've heard different things about why some want to do that, others don't want to do it ever. But I guess it all comes down to perceived security risk, because without mentioning the obvious, without stating the obvious, there are certain soft spots here which are harder to monitor than others. I'm not going to elaborate, you know what I'm talking about, guys. It's like really rare to see you not running around there.
No.
Nothing happened. It's all happening if you're in the right place. How the hell you're not boiling hot and like looking roasting in this? You've got like a coat as well.
I'm just thinking this one you gotta go.
Mano's already like, you know what, I'm going home. He already went. I think he's going to come back, but the numbers are here, guys. But again, it's one of those curious things where no one sort of knows what they're doing, where they're going, or indeed why they're here. Even this guy's like, look, she's holding a CV in there. Anyone got a job? Applying for a job? Nope. Anyone? Office work, cleaning work. I'm not fussy, I'll take anything.
beyond the horses, okay, we've gone into the green behind the horses.
Oh, hold on. There's another one. Look.
Behind the horses, ladies.
Here's another tour guide with a Ukrainian umbrella. The thing is, I just know something will happen at this side. This is why yesterday when I stood here, it all happened in quick succession, didn't it?
I've got the umbrella up.
Oh, that's a tour guide. Very smart one with a multicoloured umbrella. Let's hope he doesn't open it. Okay, right, here's the good news, guys. The police horses, the first police horses of the day. And they're coming through this gate, would you believe? How's about that? Oh, they're going to have to get everyone way out of the way. Uh-oh. No, it's okay. So don't worry, I was above you. It's okay. Wait, hold on. Are they going to split up? I bet we're only going to get one this side. Tourists, look, they're just standing in front of the horses. Which one's this? Let's ask. Officer, what's your horse called?
Ava.
Ava, thank you. Ava, how's about that, guys? We've got a new one for the list. Ava. 3 policewomen, 3 beautiful horses. The bay is so beautiful. It could be a King's Troop horse, the one at the front on the right. So there's a new one, guys. If somebody wants to drop that in the comments. Ava. Definitely haven't heard that name before, so it's new to my ear. Imagine waking up Oh, I need to go to, inverted commas, work today. I know it's hard work when there are protests or other issues, but that is a glorious job, isn't it, on a sunny day? I'm sure that many of your questions would absolutely love to get paid large amounts of money, plus all of the fringe benefits, large pension, etc., to ride your horse around the centre of a beautiful city like this, having to tell stupid tourists, stand aside, or get out of the way, or make way, or whatever, you take your pick. Okay, so it's starting to pick up and go a little bit crazy again, as I knew it would. Bear in mind we started very early today. So let me get back to this end. I don't know really whether Viper... Oh, hold on a second, he's out of the box. Viper's already decided he's going to quit. Is he going to quit? I mean, he might be sick and tired of how many people there are, look. Viper's like, no. Wow. I'm trying to get a little bit closer, guys. I don't want to push into anyone. Oh. No, I haven't. Why?
Yesterday they were.
It was cancelled. Yeah. What? Yesterday there was a tea party at Buckingham Palace, so there was no guard change. Today there's never a guard change at Buckingham Palace. Nothing happens on those days. The next guard change at the palace will be tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. But if you want to be at the front to see everything, I would get there at least 90 minutes before, 9:30. Otherwise you'll be 10 people back from the gate. The crowd will be massive today. Yeah?
Thank you.
My pleasure. Enjoy it. I love that. People call me Sir. I mean, I'm kind of like, how do they know? How do they know that I'm Sir John? I mean, I'm actually not, but I like to think I might be one day if I'm a good boy. I'm thinking of dedicating my 60s to public service, guys. I'm going to work for a charity or something like that. Maybe I can get a gong before I pop my clogs. Oh, do you think? Yeah, at least 40 every 40 minutes. Ah, okay, every 40 minutes. Yesterday's one was, I mean, I was in the right spot. It was glorious, but it's pretty hard to get in the right spot because too many people push in when they bring the water. Oh, be careful. Oh, God. I swear, how can people not even see that we've got cameras half the time? We just walk in like we're invisible. It's very odd. Oh, here we go. Now this is Eric's. Oh, I didn't realise that was just walked into my camera. Guys, everyone behind me is also like, because we were not even looking, just walked. I mean, I don't know if it really looked that bad to you guys, but I just looked above the camera and the horse's head is about 10 inches from my face. It's okay, it's okay. Oui, it's okay, it's okay. Oh, wait, the horse is coming out again. Guys, this horse speaks French. This is why he's coming out of the box, because he heard some French and he heard some girls speaking French.
Whiskey.
Sorry guys, I said that on purpose. Girl next to me was blushing when I said that. I thought she was speaking French. She was taking a picture right next to me of her mum. That's how I just say with French. Oh, Viper, for some reason, does not want to settle. Now, interesting enough, it's the guard who is also, I think, oh, I can't see it from here. I seem to remember he's a riding instructor. Flies everywhere. Which means he's more than capable. The badge will be on his other shoulder. The eagle we see on his left shoulder is the eagle captured Reading the Battle of Waterloo, 1815 from, is it Frenchies? I should have reminded you. French girl a minute ago. I should have said, do you know what that eagle is? On the guard's left arm, left shoulder. It would have been Minon, but she would have known. Yep, she definitely would have known. I will, in fact, have to drop that in next time we have a good normal discussion with some Frenchies guys. I'm going to ask them if they are aware of the history of the eagle. I'll tell them it's a French symbol and ask them if they know where it's from. So, key question, is Viper going to make it to the end of the shift? It's a very hard one, this, because on the one hand, this trooper in the last 10 days already had 3 massive meltdown horses. However, we haven't ever seen Viper losing him. So what do we think? Oh, yep, don't worry about the camera, chap. Torres just running in. It would have served her if she got nipped for just pushing into their picture. Wait.
Don't touch the ring. The ring. Don't touch the ring. Don't touch that. Look. No. Don't touch the ring. Don't touch the ring.
Oh, hold on. A diplomatic incident happening here. See this? The tourist in the glasses was saying to them, don't, on the right, don't touch the reins. It's okay. He was very angry, that chap. I thought it was going to be a fight there. Don't touch the reins. Arnie style, he's going to be, don't touch the reins, you mother. Yeah, he's getting pretty angry. Okay, he's gone now. Let's see if the guy touches the reins this time. I mean, I didn't even think he was going to touch the reins. It didn't look like it. They were just having a picture. And then Mr. Bean jumped in. He's like, "Oh, don't touch the reins. Don't touch the reins. I am a robot. Don't touch the reins." Meanwhile, yeah, I think Viper's going to make it, guys. I do. But this trooper never, ever, ever looks anything other than completely in control. Even when he's actually not on the horse, he's freaking out. He's still in control. We're going to call this trooper, guys, the Iceman, because he never, ever gets flustered by cheeky little horses. Let me go to the other side if I can in a minute. Just double check. I'm 99% certain he's got the riding instructor badge on his right shoulder. Yeah. Actually, we can just see it, can't we? Just beyond the sword, a teeny weeny piece of red, just above the panic button. Yeah, he's a riding instructor. Oh, the horse is blowing snot all over the place. Meanwhile, wow. Too busy concentrating on Viper the horse to see Viper the gatesman come out. Get back! Oops. My friend was the one that almost got shouted at. Stupid. I did say to him, like, with my hand like back. Right, when he turns around in a minute. Uh-oh. Who's going to be the one that gets in trouble, guys? What do we think? Wow, I'm genuinely surprised actually that he didn't let them have it with both barrels. If he comes back to the same horse, I'm dead. Okay, luckily he didn't. How are these people so stupid? He's walking towards them, they just stand there like, duh. Like, I don't get it. I think even the guy thought to himself from it, they're going to move, so he waited until the very last moment, and they still didn't move. They just stood there like, duh. I think it's some kind of Shakespeare Richard III equation. Oh, hold on a minute. We've got a naughty boy here. Oh, I wonder if he was talking with you. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, he's been arrested, guys. Officers asked me not to film him. Oh dear, there's an arrest at Horse Guards. Yeah, they said don't, it's fair enough. I didn't realise, I thought he was actually chatting. He's been arrested. I wonder what he did. Oh dear, never mind. Fair enough. We're inside the gates, guys, so I will, as I always do, respect the wishes of the police and, of course, of the military. On the public highway, to be honest, on the outside, I might have sort of said, hold on a second, public highway and all, but they're absolutely right. They can tell us not to do it in here. I wonder what he did there. Oh dearie me, what a naughty boy. It's the second arrest we've seen here actually in as many weeks. He's having a bit of a meltdown. Okay, let's not focus on that, folks. I'm not going to go anywhere close to that with the camera. I've been asked, and I will of course obey. I wonder if actually this is going to be the start. Hold on, what's going on here? Very odd vibe here today, folks. Like sometimes, like yesterday, it kind of ebbs and flows in like the ocean. Today is just a bit of everything. It's very sort of unpredictable. Myriad confusion. Like almost endless, actually. It's very, 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 very strange. Okay, so that's the officer that made the arrest. I'll ignore that. Actually, they've got four officers on it. So. We're back. Oh, hold on, who's this dude?
Just missed a drunk guy asking for money.
I thought this guy was just put his fists up. No,
He did, yeah.
Sunshine brings out a lot of weirdos. You see why they arrested that kid? Oh, right, okay, that would make sense. All right, thank you. Okay, so yeah, that stupid little boy now that's been pulled. Photographer, sorry chap, photographer said he was pulled because he had his hand in someone's pocket. What a naughty boy. He just got a pickpocket in there, another little scumbag. But they already said to me, don't film it. Kid on the corner, pickpocket.
Has he got the stuff on him too?
I don't know. I mean, they've been in and out checking something, so it's been there for quite a while. But they said don't film it, so fair enough, I guess. To be honest, if for example it happened out here at the front, and they said don't film it, I'm not even sure how I'd respond to that, because strictly speaking, we are allowed to film anything we want on this side of the gate. Am I right? But then I wouldn't want to upset anyone. So what would you do?
Yeah. No, on this side of the gate, no, anything going.
But what if they said to us, so please don't film this? So what do? Do we film it or we don't film it?
No, I read that one with the beer tell me not to film it. I don't think that
Don't touch it.
Oh, what happened?
I spoke already to the guy. Don't touch it.
Ah. What's your bit pockets that was? Pockets that were fixed? Yeah, I saw that video, but it's just like, that's disgusting. But I think he'd obviously been to his dealer, didn't know which planet he was on.
I actually choose to be seen.
This one is I have mental problem.
Yeah. This is the thing. I think even if there were 10 people that said to him like stop or I'm going to hit you, I don't think any people would have stopped him because he was just like looping, you know. Two of those guys coming along here. If any of you didn't see that video yesterday, guys, it's on Busker's channel. A guy came along, licked his fingers, put them in the horse's mouth, and then took them out of the horse's mouth, and then put them back in his own mouth. In other words, he basically wanted to taste the horse's saliva, which of course is one of the oddest things we've ever seen here, to be quite honest. And we see a lot of odd stuff here, you all know that. Okay, right, guys, we are finally right in front of Viper, which is where I wanted to be to finish up the first part today. Second part, no clue what that's going to bring until we've got an idea of which horses. Now, bearing in mind that neither Viper nor Whitehall were out yesterday, there's a very good chance we'll get two new ones on the changeover, which is okay, but obviously we prefer to see Tabor, Ormond. We will not be seeing Tristan, sadly, and not until probably Monday if he comes back with the lifeguards. So let's keep our fingers quietly but firmly crossed that we get a return of Tabor. So the horse doesn't run out during that lovely picture. I mean, he's only got a few minutes. He's going to make it, isn't he? I did say, didn't I, that instinctively I thought he would make it. Horseguards are actually beautifully designed because they can kind of like detain somebody. Again, I will move the camera a teeny bit because you can't see his face. The kid's been detained there in the corner by the officer. And it's useful because even if you wanted to try and run away and jump the fence, you wouldn't make it. I mean, you could climb it easily because it's a climbable fence, but those spikes on the top, nah, wouldn't fancy that risk of impalement, thanks very much. The problem is when this happens as well, that's now taken away a pair of officers as a minimum from securing the area and making sure that the public is safe, just because of one silly little immature clown decided to come and pick someone's pockets. I must say, I can't honestly, folks, can't understand why it is, and I see this quite a lot here, why it is that when we have this kind of a heat, some parents put a woolly hat on their kids. Help me understand that. Because the idea is to keep the child cool, most importantly, above all else, the head cool. So why on earth would you put not only a thick woolly hat, but in an absorbent colour? You know, I don't understand it. Cover the baby's head with a baby's suntan lotion, then put a very small white cotton bonnet. You know, boy or girl, it doesn't make any difference. I don't get it. Right, ta-da! I'm not going to go inside for this one for two reasons. One, we are in a super spot directly in front. Two, we will not be able to cover the whole changeover in this video. We'll be out of time. And three, more importantly, the yard is absolutely rammed already. So when part two begins, shortly, it will open with, I hope, the new horse just appearing in the box. And we'll go over that sacred 70-minute point. And again, guys, I did say this at the beginning, but I will re-emphasize it if any of you have made it this far to the end. If you are a regular viewer but you're not subscribed, please click subscribe. It's free. It will always be free. There's no charge, no card details, no nonsense. YouTube really should rename the subscribe button to follow. They really should. Trooper's adjusting his helmet. And come on, Viper, please make it to the end. Yeah, so click the subscribe button, guys, which is effectively the follow button. So Viper's having a chat. He's like, I am totally sick of being touched by by tourists. Okay, everybody being told, Madame et Messieurs, get behind the bullets. Overall though guys, despite the fact that it isn't completely jammed as yesterday, it is very busy and people are behaving themselves.
Ja, schon.
In a few minutes we'll be back with part 2 everybody. The trooper at this end, that's the first time I've ever heard him shouting. We didn't see it but we heard it. Hear that? Even the officers go over to speak to them, look. Yeah, I don't actually recall him having shouted at anyone before. Brilliant. Anyway folks, I'll be back shortly with new horses in part 2. Bye for now.